All I know is I woke up in the hospital. I believe either my mother and Michael said I had an accident. What accident? I had no idea.
I was out of town when Abby fell in the house and hit her head, suffering a traumatic brain injury.
I just couldn't figure out what was going on. I really didn't understand any. I never heard of a traumatic brain injury. Everything exhausted me. I couldn't remember anything. And then they said, okay, you're going to relearn how to walk. And it's like, that's ridiculous. I know how to walk. I went to stand up and I ended up on the floor.
She ended up in the ICU for about 6 weeks, during which time brain injury was third on the list of things to be treated. So I went through all of that time period only knowing a little bit about what a brain injury was going to mean to us.
Everything has changed so much. I used to be all over town. I'd love to talk to everyone. I was always doing something. I assumed I could get up and take a part-time job. However, after an hour and a half, I'm afraid my brain drains. So it makes things very, very, very difficult.
Abby and I once read a quote by somebody else with a brain injury that said, she feels like the world that she's not really a participant in the world, she's just watching it go on around her. And that just really struck a chord with Abby. And part of it may be that she doesn't have a lot of great opportunities to get out and do things in the world. She has said many times she feels very productive in the house. She'd like to feel productive outside the house. I think Synapse House is gonna provide that. Everybody at the house has a job. The members of the clubhouse are actually the ones that are running the clubhouse. They kind of have this little job fair almost, where they choose jobs each week. That's what then runs the house. And so Abby could actually be part of a functioning business. And the added benefit, being around other people experiencing the same things she is, that she might not even realize is going on. She takes them for granted and not fully realize that, well, a lot of people with brain injuries have these very same issues. And so just being able to be around a group of her own, and specifically a group that knows what she's feeling, it would be just tremendous for her.
I think my best thing is I remember how to sew. I even made this, and I can go, yeah, I did something. It took much longer than I used to. I used to make wedding gowns and use my own patterns. But I can't remember how to do it. I can't do it by myself anymore.